The stress of liquidating an entire estate, cleaning out a home, downsizing, that can all be so overwhelming it makes you want to pull your hair out. Maybe you've inherited an estate, maybe your spouse has died, or you're an executor. You may not even know where to start when it comes to this big challenge. But now you're in the right place. Now you're with Orion's Attic, and we're going to answer the 12 most important questions and a bonus question you need to know before you hire an estate liquidation company. Ready? Question number 1. Do you need to get an appraisal before you sell your own things or for an estate that you've inherited? The short answer is, if you are going through probate court for an estate or have other legal issues, absolutely you need an appraisal. If you are selling your own stuff, you don't. But here's the key thing. Always check with an attorney. We are not attorneys. I repeat, Orion's Attic, we are not attorneys. Always consult with an attorney. But if you do need an appraisal service, we provide that. You can find out more about those services on our website. Question number 2. What is the best way for you to liquidate your estate and empty your house? It's by calling us at Orion's Attic. Use our estate liquidation and home clean out service. We charge you a labor fee and then we make mountains disappear. We sell your great stuff through auctions and private dealers and other ways at our disposal. Then we take the charitable donations to charity and get you the tax receipts, and we haul away the trash, leaving your house broom clean. So we're selling the sellables, donating the donatables, and when absolutely necessary, trashing the trashables. Number 3, how long does it take you to do your magic and clean out a house? Generally speaking, from the time we arrive on site to the time your house is empty is not more than 2 days. Sometimes a day, sometimes a day and a quarter. We usually budget 2 days just to be safe. We can move all those mountains that fast. We're really good at it. Question 4, do you provide free estimates of what your services are going to cost? And do you give me some idea of what you're going to sell for me versus what you're going to donate? And oh, by the way, what areas do you serve? Thanks for all 3 of those questions. The first answer is, of course, when we are taking things to auction, we create a consignment sheet for you that spells out exactly the terms of that auction and what the percentages are for the auction house's commission and a list of the things that we're taking there. Things that we may sell in other ways, we make a separate list and give you that so everything is documented. We'll also point out what's going to charity so you have some idea there. And when it comes to the question of what areas we serve the greater Washington area. We're based in Silver Spring, Maryland. We, of course, want to do more jobs in Montgomery County to avoid some of that time on 495. So we're all over Montgomery County, but we also serve all the surrounding counties in Maryland, sometimes even farther. We do cover Baltimore, and then we cover Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia. Occasionally, somebody has a monstrous project that only we can solve, and we'll go a little further. Contact us if you're out of that region, and contact us even faster if you're in our region. 5, should I use an estate sale company or an online estate auction company instead of a company like yours? The answer, no. There are a whole bunch of reasons why you don't want to do that. You'll find comprehensive explanation of that on our website. We used to do estate sales. We know how these go. For starters, there's not that much money in them anymore for us or for you, and quite a lot of your stuff, especially your furniture and all the donations and all the trash, are still going to be left over after your estate sale. And you also don't want 1,000 strangers tromping through your home that you're getting ready to try to sell. Too much risk, not enough reward. People often don't behave themselves at an estate sale. When we used to run them, we had a huge number of staff people working them. Our sales were so popular that we had off-duty police officers to keep people in line as well. But estate sales are going the way of the dinosaur. It's not the modern way of getting things done. Our one call solves it all solution is. 6, why do I have to pay a company to take my stuff when I pay good money for it? We get that question all the time. The start of that answer is supply and demand. There is an overwhelming supply of most things on the market today and not enough people who want it. That's particularly true of antiques. The antiques market is somewhere between completely dead and dead with a few exceptions. The only furniture that's really hot today, mid-century modern, made in Scandinavia, the authentic stuff with unpronounceable names on the back. The other part of it is that the next generation just isn't a collector and a stuff generation. They're minimalists and they're spending their money on adventure and good times and meaningful experiences. Good for them. So they're not acquiring that much stuff. And as we have to tell people every day, particularly older folks, your kids really don't want it and your grandkids don't even know what it is. Lucky number 7. What do I need to do to be prepared for you to handle our job if I hire you at Orion's Attic? 2 things. 1, just indicate what you're keeping. You can put colored stickers on it. You can put blue painter's tape on it. However you want to do it. Just make sure we know what you're keeping. And then here's the second part. This is the key. Stay with us now. Just relax. Because we're going to take care of the rest. Go for a walk. Explore Mother Nature. Go to a movie. Go on vacation to Hawaii. Whatever you want to do. You just determine what you're keeping. We will take care of absolutely everything else. 8. Where do you sell my possessions? And do I kind of know where things are going? The answer there is one of the things that makes us at Orion's Attic different from a lot of companies. We're not wedded to just one way of doing things. We go into every house and look at the items that are there and figure out what's the best way to maximize your dollars for the good stuff and the most efficient way to handle the rest. In terms of where we sell, we use all kinds of auction houses for a lot of things. We have great relationships with the big national auction houses. We have relationships with auction houses all over the Mid-Atlantic. Wherever the things will do best, that's where they'll go. We also rely on a variety of private dealers. We have a coin and jewelry dealer who's going to pay you the most money for those things. We worked with him on a project not too long ago. He transferred $100,000 and something into a client's account because he had an unbelievable collection of coins and silver bullion. And we will, of course, let you know what's going where and provide that to you in writing. 9, we're picking up steam now. The question is, couldn't I save money by just calling a charity to come get everything? And the answer is not as obvious as you would think. And in most cases, the answer is no. There are not many charities today that are going to go into your house and do the brutal manual labor that we do to get everything out. And the charities certainly aren't going to haul away your trash. So trying to find a charity to do all that work, really, really, really hard. That's why we're the one call solves it all solution, because we're going to sell the good stuff for you and give everything else possible a second life. Charities also don't want to be sued for something going wrong in a house, and they just don't have the labor force to keep up with the number of calls that they're getting that would require them to do that much physical work, and you can't blame them. 10, we're in double digits now, and we're really off to the races, headed toward the finish line. Another question we get, couldn't I save a lot of money by just doing all this myself? And our answer is, yeah, go ahead and try that and see how much you enjoy it. By all means. A lot of people have said that to us and then called us back and said, oh my goodness, you were right. I was insane. Please come bail me out of my madness. But I also tell people, if you're the kind of person that wants to do backbreaking, tedious, aggravating, frustrating labor for potentially months on end to save a little money, go knock yourself out. Have a good time. We don't want to be in competition with you. But a lot of people recognize their time is money. They have lives. They have jobs. You have lives. You have jobs. So why do you want to go through all that stress when there's just no reason to? And we're always advising people, don't delay selling the house. The house is where the real money is, not the $3 Hummel figurines that are inside it. Sell the house. Get the house empty and sell the house. Make the real money. Focus on the big bucks, not the chump change. Not to mention all the medical bills you're going to face when you start going to the bone doctors after you do all that bone crunching work and then still give up. 11. Shouldn't I just hire a junk company to come get it all, and wouldn't it be cheaper? And our answer is a resounding no. And I have to get serious here for a minute, because to us, quite frankly, it's unconscionable to throw things away when they could still serve a purpose, have a second life, be of use to someone else, make someone else happy. We're the anti-throw things away people. We're the green choice for all your estate liquidation and home clean out projects. As to the question of a cost comparison, junk companies charge in a different model than we do. And when you compare apples to apples and you weigh it all out, often we come out cheaper and better than hiring a company just to come in and throw things away, because they're not selling things for you. We find all kinds of value in a home that most people ignore. And even when there's not that much value in a home, we still often come out ahead of the junk companies. And we're also donating tons and tons of stuff, giving it second lives that way, and getting you the tax receipts. 12, the Tom Brady number, the Roger Staubach number, the number of so many of the greats. The question is, do you still buy out estates and take everything? And the answer is almost never. For a lot of the reasons that I've already explained in the previous questions, it would be really difficult for us in most cases to pay you money and then take away everything, because only in the average house, a relatively small percentage of it can be sold. So if we're having to haul away a bunch of furniture that we're only going to donate, and we can't take the tax benefit to that, and we have to haul away all the trash, you would have to have some pretty amazing stuff in the house for us to pay you money and take it all. Do we occasionally still come by certain things? Yeah. The things that are hot, fine jewelry, vintage toys, coins, old advertising pieces, certain kinds of fine art, particularly the oil on canvas paintings by the old masters, mid-century modern furniture, all that stuff, still hot, still in demand. We occasionally still go buy those things and resell it, but to buy out your entire house and have to do 100% of the labor and only be able to sell 10% of the stuff, it's just not good business for us, and we just rarely ever do it. Here we go, the finish line, your bonus question. Shouldn't I put some things in storage, in a storage unit, and hold on to it until the values come back, or until my kids are old enough to appreciate it? And the answer there is absolutely under no circumstances do you ever do that. No, do not do that. We have stories all over our website encouraging you not to become a storage unit sucker. People get in, they never get out. Storage units, storage unit owners, they're the modern day crack dealers. They give you your first hit for free. You're a customer for life. Before you know it, you've paid 5 times the value of what's in there, 10 times the value of what's in there. So if you're thinking about putting stuff in a storage unit, don't do it. There are your 13 questions, the things you most need to know before you call an estate liquidation company. I hope this has been helpful. Check out our YouTube page for more informational videos. Go to our website at orionsaddict.com. And if you're in the greater Washington area and you need help, we're happy to help you with all kinds of things. Thanks for watching. See you next time.